Good evening, I'm Stephanie Seacos. It's Friday, August 14th. This is CTV News at 11:30. Tonight, adjourned again. A bail hearing for a man accused of making a bomb threat in Halifax is put over for a third time. Then beach bacteria. The swimming advisories in effect ahead of a sunny summer weekend. Plus, hitting the brakes. The traffic calming measures popping up on residential streets across the region.
Live from our Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News. Here is Stephanie Seacos.
Thanks for joining us. Bruce Frisco is off tonight. The bail hearing for a man accused of making a bomb threat against the U.S. consulate in Halifax was adjourned today for a third time. The incident earlier this week prompted widespread evacuations in downtown Halifax before the accused was charged. A bail bid for the man accused of making a bomb threat in Halifax has been delayed again.
The issue is that it's an ongoing investigation, and it's a complex investigation.
54-year-old Ali Asakara was charged Tuesday with uttering threats and public mischief after police allege he parked his vehicle near the U.S. consulate with a propane tank and flammable liquids inside on Monday. Police evacuated part of downtown Halifax while the bomb squad investigated the vehicle. The accused legal aid lawyer says it's unclear whether more charges will be laid against his client.
For me, it's difficult because if there's more charges, the goalposts are moving, and it's difficult to know what a court would consider appropriate bail. So quite possible that there are new charges next Wednesday, and again, not in a position to constructively deal with bail.
Originally from Iran, his lawyer couldn't say how long his client has lived in Halifax. The accused remains in custody with his next court appearance scheduled for Wednesday.
He is, I would say, somewhat frustrated with the situation, but understands the circumstances, and I've had no difficulty talking to him about what we need to accomplish and getting his cooperation.
Police in New Brunswick are investigating the suspicious deaths of two senior men in Knowlesville, a community about 100 kilometers northwest of Fredericton. Police responded to the sudden deaths at a Knowlesville Road residence just before 10 Wednesday night. They found a 68-year-old man and a 74-year-old man dead. According to police, the two men knew each other, though they did not say how. Police did say there's no threat to public safety. A man is dead following a single vehicle crash in Cape Breton. It happened last night just before 9 o'clock on Highway 105 near Kelly's Mountain. Police say the driver left the road, landed in a ditch, and the car caught on fire. The driver, an 81-year-old man from Ontario, was pronounced dead at the scene. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Two Halifax area beaches are under swimming advisories with a sunny weekend in the forecast. CTV's Brianne Foley explains why a bacteria is causing a disturbance to ocean access.
On a sunny day like this, Rainbow Haven Beach is usually packed, but thanks to high levels of bacteria, an advisory is in place.
Called enterococci, and we test for that as a measure of water quality. Not rare, it exists out there, but in the quantities that we tested, it's not acceptable, and so we issue a swimming advisory.
Both Rainbow Haven and Lawrencetown beaches are impacted by this bacteria.
This bacteria, in the quantity it's in, if you swallow it, it can create flu-like symptoms, diarrhea, vomiting, and in small infants and young people, it can be quite serious.
Suzanne Riendu is hoping a weekend beach barbecue would generate business.
My business is called Halisi Cafe. I started it 5 years ago. I'm not going to make profit that I was hoping, but I'm coming back tomorrow.
But the rare occurrence wasn't stopping people from using the beach.
It could have been an anomaly. The first one that we've had closed this summer at our saltwater beaches.
With some cautious beachgoers being careful, but still stepping in the ocean.
We're just going in up to our knees as long as we don't ingest it. Like, I don't really see huge deal.
We've retested already, and we're hoping by Monday that we should reopen, but we have to wait on the test results.
Though the advisories are likely to be in place all weekend for Lawrencetown Beach and Rainbow Haven Beach, luckily there are a lot of other ocean beaches in the area. Dion suggests if you're looking for the surf, head over to Martinique Beach. And of course, if you are looking for the relaxed family vibes, Crystal Crescent or Queensland Beach are always an option. Brianne Foley, CTV News, Lawrencetown, Nova Scotia.
It has been another dry summer in parts of the Maritimes. For some farmers, it's a tough blow after a challenging growing season last year. CTV's Avery McRae has more.
We've got fields here that we caught earlier, and they're not coming back.
Joseph Upshaw finds himself in a spot many New Brunswick farmers are in. The crops aren't growing like they once were.
It's getting dry, and we don't have enough water reservoirs, and water tables aren't full. It's hitting harder this year, I think, in a lot of ways than it was last year.
With over 200 animals to care for on his homestead, Upshaw says a second straight summer of drought-like conditions is a challenge. His hay fields are not giving as much product, putting him about 1,000 bales behind what he needs to get through the year.
Anything that did not get any inputs last year or this year is terrible. They're down 60%.
New Brunswick saw less than half of their average rainfall in July, and nearly half of the province is reporting abnormally dry conditions. The Hammond River in the southern half of the province is reporting lower than normal levels, which is heating up the water.
We've documented water temperatures upwards of 27 degrees. So anything above 20 degrees can really start to cause stress on the fish. So we recommend that if you are angling, not to play your fish too much, to reel them in, bring them in, and release them as safely and as quickly as possible.
While drought-like conditions persist, it has not resulted in another above-average wildfire season in New Brunswick. There have been 338 fires to date, which have burned a total of 482 hectares, compared to 3,400 hectares last year.
We're in drought conditions, so it only takes a day or two for hazard to creep up. Meaning like a warm, sort of windy day, it dries out the grasses and things easily ignite.
The province updates their burning restrictions daily at 2 p.m. Avery McRae, CTV News, St. John.
Get the Maritime's top stories, breaking news alerts, and watch live. Download the CTV News app.
Drivers across the region may be hitting the brakes more on residential streets this summer with an array of so-called traffic calming measures. As CTV's Nick Moore reports, a lot of it's being fueled by neighborhood demand.
Anthony Gallant had an up-close view this afternoon of how a new speed bump was working in this east side neighborhood of St. John.
All slowing down. And
This is technically described as a speed cushion, but whatever it's called, Gallant says it's both welcomed and needed because people are driving through here way too fast.
oh, absolutely. You know, they just go up and down here. I got the kids over here playing in this big field most of the time, but the balls come down onto the road, right? And they're going up here about, 80, 90.
New speed cushions in St. John have been added on Champlain Drive, Mountain Drive, and Kennebecasis Drive over the last few days. The city says calls from the public for traffic calming measures in their neighborhood have jumped 400% over the last 5 years compared to the previous 4-year period.
Well, it will definitely make the neighborhood safer.
Linda Dwyer did not ask for a speed cushion herself, but says if it slows drivers down, she's all for it.
It is mostly younger people that have a new car and they want to try it out with loud mufflers and that type of thing. So, it's, but there are people that go fast, that's for sure.
The city of Fredericton has been busy installing new traffic calming measures around the capital this summer as well. Moncton has a pilot program running for so-called traffic buttons, described as a roundabout with a 4-way stop. Rumble strips on highways are becoming more common on local streets, and more municipalities have become keen to drop the traditional residential speed limit of 50 in some areas down to 40. The city of St. John says speed cushions have been shown to cut the risk of a vehicle collision by nearly 30%.
Oh yeah, they use this place like a drag race.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, they're flying up and down here, and you could be standing here and nobody stops for the crosswalk, so best thing they ever did.
The city of St. John says speed cushions will be popping up soon on Hawthorne Avenue. Nick Moore, CTV News, St. John.
Time for our first break this evening. Still to come, Kaylin Mitchell will have the full forecast, including how the weekend is shaping up. But next, on thin ice.
reported that there was a 136-hour deficit of primetime ice time for youth sports.
The concerns from the hockey community in Halifax over the loss of 2 ice pads. That's after the break.
Mornings with Aaron and Peter. 10 questions, 60 seconds. If you know all the answers, you're winning $1,000.
We play $1,000 Minute every weekday at 7 a.m.
Halifax is already short of ice time availability, and now that the Halifax Forum is slated for demolition, a local hockey organization is warning the loss of 2 ice pads will impact minor hockey development in the region. CTV's Jesse Thomas has more.
The sign outside the Halifax Forum signals the next step in a redevelopment plan that has been years in the making, and that includes a wrecking ball. An application is to demolish the nearly century-old historic Twin Pad Arena and Community Center and build a new one. But ice time is already at such a premium that organizations are fighting for what's available.
Now we have teams that don't have practice ice. We have teams that share practice ice. The city did their own study in 2025, and it reported that there was a 136-hour deficit of primetime ice time for youth sports.
Losing both ice surfaces for 3 to 4 years while construction is underway will put enormous pressure on user groups. They've set up a petition to stop their redevelopment.
The city did their own study in 2025, and it reported that there was a 136-hour deficit of primetime ice time for youth sports. So when the Forum closes their doors for 3 or 4 years, it's going to be over 200 hours. And
Boyce says the city should consider a 4-pad arena somewhere else and keep the Forum operating until that facility is built, and then demolish and sell the land to help pay for the new arena. It's a similar idea to what Mayor Andy Fillmore has floated, but the Halifax Forum Community Association, who manage the facility, says the Forum is already on life support.
Can't keep the Forum open for another 3 or 4 years that the Hawks are suggesting. It is on its last leg. It is past its life cycle.
Card says the location of the Forum matters, especially as the neighborhood is expected to see a housing boom with 10,000 units being built as part of the Yonge Street District development.
Well, I can't think of anything more important than recreation and community space that people need when there's a growing city.
Jesse Thomas, CTV News, Halifax.
Last Friday, we told you about the sudden closure of a community center in southern New Brunswick. Today, much to the delight of many of its members, it reopened. CTV's Derek Haggett explains why.
The sign says it all. The parking lot was full. People were in the pool, and laps were being taken on the walking track. After almost a full week, the Nutrient Civic Center in Sussex opened its doors again this morning.
Every day last week, it echoed. There was 5 people here at any given time, and it just had no life. And this morning, it was full of life, so it was wonderful to come into.
Members returning to the center and their routine were thrilled.
A lot of happy faces today. Compared with last week, a lot of happy faces.
The center was forced to close last Saturday because funding shortfalls meant payroll couldn't be met. Funding comes from the King's Regional Service Commission, who has a contract with the town of Sussex and 3 neighboring rural communities. According to McFarlane, the funding shortfall was a miscommunication over a payment schedule that has since been sorted out.
That's what I'm going to call it. I don't think there was any malice intended with the RSC not giving us our full payment.
Many members are seniors, and not having access to the facility was a blow to their daily routine.
This is their big thing of the day for some of them, and they need it, and everyone needs it, young and old. But yeah, no, I don't want to see this place go at all.
I come about twice a week. And to me, the Civic Centre keeps people out of hospitals.
Well, it's for everybody that's got heart trouble to come here all the time, and, you know, swimming and kids, and just everybody. Sussex would be lost without it.
With the issue resolved and with some donations from the community, the center now has sufficient funds to pay employees and keep the lights on, at least for now. Derek Haggett, CTV News, Sussex, New Brunswick.
Time for a quick break. When we return, we'll have your complete maritime weather forecast. But first, it was a calm night along the Halifax waterfront. Coming up, Kaylin will tell us about the fair weather weekend ahead. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Meteorologist Kaylin Mitchell joins us now with your maritime weather forecast. And we have been seeing some clearing taking place as the evening has gone along.
And more clearing as we make our way through the rest of the night. And that follows on the heels of what for parts of the Maritimes ended up being quite an unsettled weather day with some showers and some areas of thunderstorms and the skies really opening up with some of those thunderstorms. Definitely some downpours with them. That was because of this low pressure system, this little trailing trough of low pressure from it. It is moving further towards the east, and behind it, we have this area of high pressure that's going to be in place for the start of the weekend. So over to our forecast timeline we go, and we can see that there's not much in the way of cloud cover or precipitation being indicated here by our forecast model for the start of the day for tomorrow. Saturday morning should be very sunny and should have a bit of a fresh feel to the air in it as well, because humidex values are expected to remain on the lower, more comfortable side for the Maritimes throughout the weekend. There might be a very few fair weather clouds around for Saturday afternoon. Otherwise, though, it's going to be mostly sunny. And then looking at very clear conditions Saturday evening and at night. And then for Sunday, a little bit of cloud cover increases from the west, but it's just enough to give us a fair weather mix of sun and cloud for the end of the weekend. Taking a look at winds in the forecast for tomorrow, they're going to be out of the north and northwest. They'll be sustained 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. There may be a few occasional gusts between 20 and 40. Probably a good night to open the windows in the house because temperatures are cooling down to a comfortable level, and there is that lower humidity. Most of the low temperatures tonight for the Maritimes will be around the low to mid-teens. And those will be the temperatures if you're up very early in the morning, first thing in the morning, that we'll start the day off with tomorrow. High temperatures during the day tomorrow, though, in the north of New Brunswick, up between 23 to 26. It's about to just slightly below seasonable for this time of the year. Fredericton tomorrow near 26, 26 for St. John, and then 24 degrees for Moncton in the southeast, as well as Sussex. Lots of sunshine. Prince Edward Island tomorrow with high temperatures of between 20 and 23 degrees. It's going to be a sunny day. The breeze out of the northwest. And Cape Breton tomorrow can expect high temperatures mostly in the low 20s, close to the mid-20s for communities on the north shore of mainland Nova Scotia, including New Glasgow and Antigonish. And then on the eastern shore, high temperatures 23 to 26. 25 for Amherst for tomorrow, 26 for Truro and Enfield and Halifax, as well as Chester and Lunenburg, near 26 in the Annapolis Valley, and on the south shore of Nova Scotia, 26 for Liverpool and Shelburne, and then near 22 for Yarmouth and Barrington. In the extended forecast coming up for New Brunswick over the next several days, fair weather end to the weekend. After that, our next weather front, that's arriving on Monday, developing showers through the day. Some of those showers may linger into Tuesday of next week. That was followed by a mix of sun and cloud for Wednesday and Thursday, and then a chance of showers next Friday. For Nova Scotia, the forecast, Sunday, mix of sun and cloud, high temperatures, mid-20s, low 20s in parts of Cape Breton, some coastal areas. On Monday, a front begins to arrive. It'll push showers into western parts of the province late in the day, so late afternoon, evening hours. More showers arriving Monday night into Tuesday, and there's a chance that a few showers could linger into Wednesday of next week. After that, a mix of sun and cloud on Thursday, and a chance of showers on Friday. And for Prince Edward Island, after a very fair weather weekend, we have some more summer showers to keep tabs on for the start of next week. Likely to arrive Monday night for Prince Edward Island, and then continue into Tuesday with a lower chance of a lingering shower on Wednesday. Thursday, a mix of sun and cloud, and then a chance of showers on Friday. Stephanie.
Thanks, Kaylin. We'll take a short break now. Stay with us.
#1 morning show in Halifax. Turk, Megan, and Amateur Alex. And home to the biggest artists. Halifax's #1 hit music station. 101.3 Virgin Radio.
If you're planning a road trip this weekend, you might want to budget a little extra. Gas prices are on the rise once again. CTV's Ryan McDonald looks at what's fueling this latest jump.
People filling up at the Member 2 market today were paying more, $1.83 a litre for regular self-serve.
Well, we're on our way to Newfoundland.
This man and his trailer left Moncton recently to catch the ferry in North Sydney and then make the long drive across the Rock and back.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime trip.
So roughly how much does he figure that will cost him?
Oh, probably about $2,000.
How do you feel about that?
Not good.
Well, it's rather expensive and it fluctuates so much.
Indeed, it has. Last week, the interrupter clause was used to bring gas prices in Nova Scotia down significantly, but it didn't last long.
And we have Mr. Trump to thank for all of this. Let's be very blunt. It's outrageous.
Yeah, it's happening around the world.
Industry analyst Dan McTagg says these up and down gas prices are being caused mostly by market volatility surrounding the war in Iran. The price of diesel has gone up for the second time this week by more than 9 cents, and McTagg points out that it's 75 to 80 cents per litre more expensive than this time last year, and he predicts that gas will one day follow suit.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a scenario at some point where gasoline prices go up in one fell swoop by 25 to 30 cents a litre.
McTagg says the other major reason behind that would be an historic drop in oil supply. Of course, people gassing up now for long summer trips may be paying more attention to the numbers at the pump than the reasons behind them.
Terrible. What can you do?
And anybody who thinks that these prices are too high and very uncomfortable, they are. But as the expression goes, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Ryan McDonald, CTV News on the Member 2 First Nation.
Time now for one last break. Coming up next, your wake-up weather for Saturday. But first, here's a live look at Lunenburg, where it is currently 17 degrees. Kaylin will be back to break down the morning forecast when we come back. Let's see how your Saturday is shaping up. Kaylin is back now with the wake-up weather, and the weekend is off to a great start tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe there's some people out there who are heading out for some early morning exercise, out for a run or a bike ride or walking the dog. Beautiful conditions for it. It's going to be sunny. There'll be an almost fresh feel to the air because humidity values are going to be lower. Unlike the past couple of days, no concerns about showers or thunderstorms popping up because moving into and through Saturday afternoon, it remains mostly sunny across the region and pretty comfortable afternoon temperatures. Lots of highs around the mid-20s, low to mid-20s for a few areas, including Prince Edward Island, Cape Breton, and some coastal locations. Stephanie.
Thanks, Kaylin. Finally for us tonight, people around the Maritimes will be marking National Acadian Day tomorrow. Ahead of that celebration, a flag-raising ceremony was held in downtown Halifax this afternoon. Since 1881, Acadians have celebrated their culture and heritage on August 15th. Community festivals and family events have been taking place all week and will run through the weekend. And that will do it for us tonight. A reminder, if you joined us late or would like another look at any of our stories, you can always visit our website, ctvnewsatlantic.ca. It's your home for news. We'll leave you now with scenes from summer nights in downtown Halifax, along with the names of everyone here who make our broadcast possible. Thanks for watching tonight, and have a great weekend.